Hello, freaks, geeks, degenerates, and basement dwellers. Welcome to the War Zone. I'm Scruffy, and this is Skruffytalez. And pro-Russian mappers, hardcore pro-Russian mappers, are showing that Ukraine has almost surrounded the town of Berezove along the Zaporizhia front line. Ukraine keeps pushing. Every other day we see Ukraine pushing into occupied territory, liberating Ukrainian territory, as it were. And now Russian mappers are admitting to the fact that Ukraine has pushed in and they're damn close to actually cutting off Berezove from Russian forces. So let's take a look. Zaporizhia front line, over here you have Zaporizhia, and here is the area where we know Ukraine has been conducting counterattacks, and this here is the area west of Huliapol where Russia supposedly launched a big massive assault a day or two ago, but we haven't seen all that much on the maps. I think Deep State has updated Russian advance in this area, but that's all we have so far. Might be seeing more in a couple of days. Other than that, not much has happened. ISW, and this is ISW's map, they have updated advances here for Ukraine. And Ukraine control map has some interesting updates over here. So we're going to take a look at that. But we're going to zoom in here. First of all, this area here is confirmed by even Russian mappers that the Ukrainians are in Novorivka and threatening to come around to the south of Berezove. And here you can see how ISW has marked that we have a Ukrainian presence between Novomykolaivka and Novorivka, and that they've taken these windbreaks here, and as a consequence they're in control of the empty farmland as well. But other than that, not much has happened on the map. The interesting part is Ukraine control map. If we take a look, you can see here, so most other mappers has Kalinivsky and Novomykolaivka as Ukrainian, and Ukraine has pushed into this valley here. But take a look at this. So Ukraine control map also has Zaporizhia and Novohirivka as contested. And I mean, this seems very much intentional, including Novorivka here as contested. But what they base it on, I don't know. I mean, you can see here that they have dots where you have Ukrainians and Russians geolocated. This is on the 13th Scala show liberation of Ternave, stuff like that. And we know from multiple other mappers that Ukraine is down here in Novomykolaivka, outflanking Berezove from the south. So what is Ukraine control map basing this on? I don't know, but it must be based on something. They must have seen some form of information that makes them add Novohirivka as part of contested territory. Really interesting if the Ukrainians have managed to push out here and causing trouble for the Russians, because if that's true, then Berezove is essentially surrounded if you have Ukrainians operating in this part of the battlefield as well. But other than that, I don't think that much has happened on the front lines. We know there's been some reports that the Russians have been trying to push towards Dobropilya, but the Ukrainians have been successful in defeating the Russians as they've been trying to cross through no man's land. And dog in the background. So the Russians have had very little gains trying to push towards Dobropilya along this section of the front line, with Ukrainians being extremely successful in countering Russian advances with their drones, apparently. Well, what's happening down? But yeah, but news down here. Ukraine is in control of this valley by the looks of it. Might have secured these windbreaks between this valley and Novomykolaiv. So the question is if Ukraine has pushed on towards Zaporizhzhia, as we've been talking about in previous videos. And here you have Rybar's map. Rybar is, of course, extremely pro-Russian. His map is very charitable in Russian favor. But as you can see, even he, or they, has Ukraine pushing down towards Kalinivsky and coming in south here of Berezove at Novomykolaiv, and are in control of Novoriorivka here to the south. And according to this map, according to the Russian assessment here, pro-Russian assessment, we have Ukrainians in this corner of Berezove, as you can see here. This is situation by the end of March 18th. So Rybar has Ukrainians inside of Berezove on March 18th. Really interesting. Of course, pro-Ukrainian mappers has all of this here as on the Ukrainian control, or at least contested. Rybar has it under Russian control, but nonetheless, the extreme pro-Russian crowd are now admitting that we have Ukrainians operating here, and that there is this big pincer move or encirclement happening in and around Berezove, and that we also have Ukrainians inside of Berezove, according to this here map. And that would be this corner up here that Rybar has as under Ukrainian control, but where you have a Ukrainian presence. More than likely Ukraine has come down through either this or both of these windbreaks and secured this street here, would be my guess, and maybe even parts of this street if we are to trust Rybar's map. But this street here, right next to these windbreaks, is probably where we have Ukrainians pushing into town. Which, I mean, they can't really, maybe, as you can see here, there's a gap here between the vegetation, so pushing down this way might be difficult. And so their only option for the Ukrainians is to punch out through this crossroad here and make it down this street and maybe continue along the street over here. So it makes it easy for the Russians to defend. You're not going to see Ukrainians running across these fields without vehicle support. And we know vehicles are difficult to move into position with all the drone activity. So it's going to be easy for the Russians to defend, I feel. I mean, if they just have drones searching this corner of the town or the village, and aim mortars and artillery at these windbreaks here, and especially against this corner here with crossroad, it's going to be difficult for the Ukrainians pushing into the rest of town, if they're going to do it on foot, that is. Might be able to come up from the south, as we've seen on multiple maps. Again, wide open spaces though to deal with. It's not just a problem for the Ukrainians getting into town. Let's be real. So all maps show Ukraine in Novomykolaiv and at Tarnove, close to sealing the gap behind Berezove, and this causes issues for the Russians. They can only gain access if they push in through Zaporizhzhia. So first they need to reach Zaporizhzhia. They might do that, sneaking through the windbreaks, but in order to reach Berezove, they can only move through this valley, essentially past this lake and into this large forested area or orchard or whatever it is, in order to sneak into town. And you supposedly have Ukrainians really close over here, and you can't really move through here either, through these windbreaks, because then you come up to this road, and it's wide open territory. So the only way to get into town with any form of cover is trying to bypass this lake. Maybe not even reaching this windbreak, you have to cross wide open farmland. So into Zaporizhzhia and then try and sneak through this valley past the lake and find cover in this small forest, reach the orchard, and then you can push into Berezove. That means all Ukraine needs to do is focus mortars, artillery, and drones on this area here, and it's going to be really difficult for Russia to move in reinforcements to Berezove. You can still resupply with drones and what have you. Drones will probably be able to resupply the troops in Berezove, but getting reinforcements in for the Russians, that does look difficult. Just as it's difficult for Ukraine pushing past this one street here, since this crossroad here is such a massive choke point and a bottleneck. So both sides will have issues getting troops into town. Russia will have issues getting past this lake, and Ukraine will have issues getting past this crossroad. That's what it feels like to me, at least. It seems logical, doesn't it? If we take a look at what this particular map is showing us. So, tough fight for both sides. Ukraine has more options than the Russians. Obviously, you can push through here. You can try and sneak through these valleys, try and come down different windbreaks. Might try and come up from the south and stuff like that. So Ukraine definitely has more options, and over time Berezove will fall. It seems, I mean, Ukraine is on a roll along this section of the front line. Russia has extremely few options in reinforcing Berezove, and Ukraine has multiple options in lining up more angles of attack on the town. So yeah, Berezove will fall. It is an obstacle at present, but in time Ukraine will take this town without a doubt. Question is how long it will take. And of course, Ukraine control map also had this town here as contested. Really interesting. If Ukraine has pushed out of Terneve down this way, it's not unthinkable that they're down here contesting in the area surrounding this town, or village rather. It's like what, two dozen buildings in this village. So yeah, let's see if there's some massive terrain different features. No, not really. So yeah, I think that's that. And that's it. That's all I have for you this time around. Hope you found it interesting. I hope I'll see you in the next one. As always, go på marsch, Ukraine, and give them hell.